But first, at noon, breaking news in the July 4th killing of an 8-year-old girl. A teenager has now been charged in the death of Secoriea Turner. Atlanta police confirming 19-year-old Julian Conley is facing charges of murder and aggravated assault. His attorney says Conley plans to turn himself in at 4:30 this afternoon. Little Secoriea was fatally shot near the Wendy's where police killed Rayshard Brooks. We first spoke to Conley's attorney when he was still considered only a person of interest in Secoriea's case. He told us that while his client was there when shots were fired, he was not the one who shot and killed the little girl. The news coming as Secoria's family and friends are saying a final goodbye. This is a live look inside New Calvary Missionary Baptist Church in Atlanta right now. Her private funeral service has been underway for about an hour. Most of those in attendance are dressed in white. We'll continue to stream it on 11alive.com and on our YouTube page.